The scholar should be
Also, when you ask questions to a sheikh, never mention institutions or other scholars. No? Because when you tell the sheikh, for example, sheikh, that such and such sheikh said this and that, what is your opinion? Well, do you want this person to contradict people of knowledge? Just say, sheikh, what is your opinion on this? But don't say like Imam this said that and Imam al-Laknawi said this. Okay, you want me to contradict Imam al-Laknawi now? So let us talk about thoughts and not about people and institutions. So we don't answer when people say that sheikh has this opinion, what is your opinion? You don't answer. You say, I'm sorry, you already know the opinion of that sheikh. He's a scholar. Ask me about thoughts, ask me about issues, but not about people or people's opinion. Unless they are Ahl al-Bid'ah, which is completely fine, then you are going to refute it without any problem. But when it are people and true scholars, then we are not going against them, we just respect their opinion. Is that clear? Okay.
Molded by good qualities. The scholar should be molded by the good qualities mentioned in the revelation and the praiseworthy inner qualities and the pleasing habits that Allah Most High guided to. They include abstinence in this world, thinking little of it and lacking concern for it and its worldly people. They include generosity, open-handedness, noble character and a cheerful face, but without becoming immodest. They include...
Our scholar said, like a true scholar is the one who is a reflection of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of the Prophet's basic behavior sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and of the four khulafa. Yani when it comes down to the names of Allah Jalla wa ala, he tries to be a reflection of these names in his life. When it comes down to the Prophet alayhi sallam, it's rahmah for the students. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. He should have the sidq of Abu Bakr. He should have the strength of Umar ibn Khattab. He should have the haya of Uthman ibn Affan and the courage of Ali radiallahu anhu and the nusх of all of them. So when you find somebody with these attributes, then you know that you can take knowledge from him. And knowledge has a rahmah for the students. So anyway, and he reflects the names of Allah Jalla wa ala. He is sincere, he is strong on the deen, he has haya by not behaving in a bad way, and he has the courage of Ali radiallahu anhu to speak the truth when it's necessary, but all in combination with the former attributes. Wallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam. Continue.
They include discernment, self-control, and being above vile acquisition. They include adhering to scrupulousness, humility, tranquility, dignity, modesty.
The scrupulousness is that they stay away from everything which is doubtful. No.
They include adhering to scrupulousness, humility, tranquility, dignity, modesty, submission, and avoiding laughter and frequent play.
There's a difference between the sheikh with his students and the sheikh at home. So a sheikh that keeps on joking, but like really stupid jokes, and keeps on laughing and playing around, and then at the end the haiba will disappear, and the haiba is needed, which is being in awe due to the status of the one that is sitting in front of you. So that you can compare it with you, for example, being at home with your wife, alone with your wife, and then all of a sudden the father of your wife being there. So there will be a kind of haiba, isn't it? So there will still be the respect. You always respect your wife, but there will be certain things that you won't be saying, certain ways that you won't behave when the father is there. Is that clear? And this is why in the Muslim of Imam Ahmed, the Prophet ﷺ said, and have haya from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like if the most respected person of your qawm would be next to you. Is that clear? Like when someone who respects you a lot is next to you, you won't be doing haram. This is the lowest level of you being aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looking at you. That's the lowest level. To behave like someone who has a person whom he respects next to him or at all times. How would you be behaving? Is that clear? Okay, continue. And Al-Hafidh ibn Rajab mentioned this in the hadith about al-haya in Jami' al-Ulum al-Hikam. Okay, continue.
They include adhering to religious tasks such as cleanliness, removing filth, and hair.
Do we say cleanliness or cleanliness? What's the right? I ask it for myself.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Okay.
They include adhering to religious tasks such as cleanliness, removing filth, and the hair that the legislation mentions removing, trimming the mustache, trimming the nails, and combing the beard, and removing offensive smells and offensive clothing. The scholar should take every precaution from envy, showing off, pride, and thinking little of others, even if they are beneath him.
No. Beneath him, how beneath him? In status, that which is apparent. But in reality, how can a scholar think that someone's beneath him? We never look at people as being beneath us. We always look at them as being higher than us, never as being lower than us. So when you teach people, you should actually consider yourself to be their khadim. That is the thing you should have in your head. Asking, like when teachers teach, they in themselves they say, I am their khadim. I'm working for them. I'm at their service. They are the awliya sitting in front of me, and we are just trying to share some directions and information with them, so that whenever they, enter the highest levels of paradise, they might intercede for me. So you look at all the people sitting in front of you as being people who will intercede for you on the day of judgment. That's it. There is no higher. There is lower, and there is servitude to the people, to the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And if you keep that in mind, you will always be able to remain humble. When you look at your students as being lower than you, then you have just lost the true sense of being a teacher. The only one who was higher was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And for the rest, we are all serving his ummah. Okay, continue.